feel like I have to preference this every time I talk about the Washington Commanders or talk about an issue with the Washington Commanders. I am a Washington Commanders fan. I've been a fan my whole life. I grew up essentially 45 minutes. No, I grew up essentially 15, 20 minutes from the stadium. Uh, I am invested in the Washington Commanders. And I'm all about retaining good players. I'm all about retaining players that is important to the team, that's good, that serves a purpose. And this whole Terry McLaurin situation has been looming over this offseason for the Washington Commanders. Obviously, Terry McLaurin wants a new contract, and reports are saying that he wants, quote, considerably more than someone like DK Metcalf. And let me remind you, DK Metcalf, I believe, is the fourth highest paid wide receiver in the league behind Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, and CeeDee Lamb, I believe. And it has come out that negotiations have not been smooth, obviously, when we talk about Washington and Terry. Now, Terry did report to camp. He also has stated that he wants to remain a Commander, but at the right price. Well, report came out, I believe, yesterday or the day before, saying that he has requested a trade. Now, kind of like with Michael Parsons, requesting a trade doesn't necessarily mean that person is going to get traded. Requesting a trade, we've seen several times where players have requested a trade and they got a deal done. A request and trade, I think the sole purpose for that is to put pressure on the person you're negotiating with, letting you know, yo, I'm serious. Like, I want to be here, but if you guys don't want to pay me what you feel I want to be paid, then I have absolutely no problem in leaving. It is and it's going to sound bad when I say this, but it's true. It's a desperate attempt. But I'm not saying it in a sense of don't do that. What I'm saying is I'm letting you know how serious I am about this. I am desperate in letting you know that if you do not pay me what I feel I'm worth, what the market says I'm worth, I'm out of here. So when I say desperate, I don't mean it in a sense of, he has no option. I mean it in you mean what you say, and you have to take heed with that. I understand both sides because I remember I came on here and said whatever Terry McLaurin wants, pay the man. But I understand both sides. You saying that you want considerably more than around $33 million a year, which is essentially what DK Metcalf is getting. Meaning you want to be amongst the top 3 highest paid wide receivers in the league. If you look at Terry McLaurin's output, you can understand why he would ask for that. But I also understand if you're Washington, it's like, we feel you're uber important. And we feel that we want you on this roster, especially as much as I like the acquisition of Deebo Samuels, we have not seen Deebo Samuels as a number 1 receiver on a solid team in a minute due to injuries, due to age, and when he was a number 1 receiver, that's when Brandon Ayuk emerged. So this Washington team, especially coming off the NFC Championship last year, has high hopes. And those hopes I don't believe is going to could be reached without someone like Terry McLaurin, which is why I originally said pay him what he is owed. But I would caution, and I think it's not just me cautioning. I think the Washington Commanders understand this. Look at those situations. Look at Jamar Chase situation. Look at Justin Jefferson situation. Look at CeeDee Lamb situation. Look at DK Metcalf. I love Terry McLaurin as a commander. I want to see him remain as a commander. But he is not Jamar Chase, nor is he Justin Jefferson, and I don't think I think he wants to get paid in the realm of CeeDee Lamb and DK. Well, here's where I feel CD or Terry McLaurin has leverage. You hear a lot of people, and I'm close to feeling that way too. But I also I don't want to stunt what somebody's ability to make as much as they can make. But I don't think. I think you can have an argument with DK Metcalf, but I don't think Terry McLaurin is on the same level as CeeDee Lamb, unfortunately. I know because he's a Cowboy, but I think Terry McLaurin is probably in that next tier. And if you're Terry McLaurin, you can say, okay, well, if you think that someone like a CeeDee Lamb is better than me, if you think that someone like a Jamar Chase is better than me, if you think that someone like a Justin Jefferson is better than me, go get him. By all means, go get him. And that is where the leverage is, because there's nobody out there that you can get. You have a top tier receiver in Terry McLaurin in the building. Terry's like, yo, if you don't want to pay me, go get someone to replace me and see how that works. I get that. But then you have the I guess nasty side of the negotiation, because Washington can come with, okay, well, yeah, you were one of our best receivers. Actually, I'm sorry. You were our best receiver, but we haven't gotten to as far as we got without Jaden Daniels, and you have been on this team for a minute. I want Terry McLaurin to get paid. And I want him to get paid by the Washington Commanders. And I think that he will get paid by the Washington Commanders. At least I hope. But me personally, I don't think you can question it, obviously, but man, as much as I hate to say this, I don't even think he's the best wide receiver in the division when you talk about CeeDee Lamb, and honestly, when you talk about A.J. Brown, who was a Super Bowl champ. But, and I'm not saying that to discredit his name, because again, I love Terry McLaurin. I want to see Terry McLaurin on this team. But just because a player, i.e. Terry McLaurin, i.e. Michael Parsons, requests a trade, doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to get traded. Hell, we just saw that with T.J. Watt. T.J. Watt requested a trade. The man is still we also saw that with Myles Garrett. Both of them requested a trade. Both of them ended up as the highest paid player, non-quarterback in the NFL, on the same team that they're on. So, I just hate. It feels like both. I don't know. I want this to play out in the sense of, I want Terry McLaurin to get paid. I don't know. Because on top of that, if you do pay him the money that you're asking for, are you going to be able to build out a solid team? Because you have Jaden Daniels on a rookie contract, but Washington is the oldest team in the NFL. Like, I know people may not know that. Washington is the oldest team. When you talk about Bobby Wagner, when you talk about Zach Ertz, when you talk about Von Miller, they are Marshawn Lattimore, they are the oldest team in football. So that tells me 3 of the 4 names I just named on the defense side of the ball. That means that you're going to have to you're going to have to build out this roster, especially a defense that was one of the main reasons why you lost the NFC Championship last year. So, are you going to be able to pay DK Metcalf? I mean, not DK Metcalf. Are you going to be able to pay Terry McLaurin and still be able to pay him what he feels he's owed and still build out a championship caliber team? That's essentially what you're wrestling with. That's considerably more than DK is a lot.
Oh man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.